Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Oh, here comes my little helper. Hi. Hi, did you come to say hello to the peoples? Oh, my goodness. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Cuppa. All right. We decided to get a little hyper when I turned the show on. So, Moosey wants to say hello. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Good morning, Brandy. Andrea, Greg, hello to all of you coming in here. Moose, what are you doing, babes? You don't know. He's a mess. Thank you for sharing, all of you that are sharing this out this morning. And, all right, I need you to settle. Can you settle? Thank you. Yeah, and you settle too, Jasper. And let's settle our energy. Good morning, Pat Moss. Good morning, Julie Kiss. All right, let's give them a minute. Good morning, Sally and Tony. We have missed you too, my dear. Hey, guys, settle down. Quit making your brother bark. Yeah, settle right there. Okay, let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart. Jasper. And take a deep breath into your lungs. Put a smile on your face at the little hyper puppy. And exhale love. Let's inhale the love again. And exhale love. Settling my energy so that Jasper's energy will settle down this morning. Next breath, let's reach out to somebody. Who would you like to see in here that hasn't arrived yet? Just call them in telepathically as you think of them. Maybe give them a heart hug. Maybe just say a word of love and gratitude to that person that you would like to see come and share with us this morning. Morning, Isabel. Good morning, Deirdre. Good morning, Annie. All right, I have two hyper pups and one that's so sweet and curled up in her bed, but the others have decided they're going to make themselves known this morning. Good morning, Brookie. Thank you for being in here. So happy Monday, peas. Cheers to you wherever you are. I am in the middle part of Florida, the central part on the eastern side. So I'm closer to the East Coast for those of you who may be keeping an eye on, what's his name, Milton, that's churning up some trouble out there in the coast. That's on the other side of Florida, but I know that it probably will get this way as it travels out to the ocean. So anyway, don't stress over the storm. All I ask is that you send love into it and just see it diminishing and becoming a no thing. So check in. What's going on? What's happening in your world? And let me see what the angels had to say last night. It is honesty. Oh boy. That's right up there with that T word, isn't it? Oh, and Sally has an update. I walked 4 times this morning unassisted. Pain is still pretty bad, but I think I can return to the center this week. Yay, Sally. I'm going to hold that intention right there with you. All right, so the angel message, story time. It's only when we take chances that our lives improve. The initial and the most difficult risk we need to take is to become honest. And that's a quote from Walter Anderson. Life is full of moments where we stand at the edge of comfort, staring into the unknown. A couple of days ago, I realized that I may be facing the third hurricane in the space of 1 month. It seems to be a metaphor for the state of our world right now. It's in the moments that we come face to face with these challenges that we begin to ask what is important and then make decisions about our life. Do we play it safe or take the leap? It's only when we take chances that our lives improve. But there's a deeper truth that we often overlook. The most difficult and transformative risk we must take is not external, but internal. The risk of becoming truly honest with ourselves. Just like those intense storms, our inner storms stir things up and break things apart for us to pay more attention to. When we take the chance to be honest, we begin the most profound journey of our lives. We step into the unknown, not just of the world around us, but of the depths of our own hearts and souls. We begin to see what we truly want, what no longer serves us, and what we need to release. Honesty forces us to confront the stories we've told ourselves for years. The stories of, I'm not good enough, I can't change, or this is just how life is. These stories crumble when faced with the power of truth. Dear angels, if we cannot be honest with ourselves, how can we be honest with anyone else? Dear ones, honesty is a gateway. It's the key that opens doors to clarity, self awareness, and ultimately growth. But honesty can be terrifying. To be honest requires you to look at the parts of yourself you would rather ignore, confront the fears you've buried, and acknowledge the dreams you've told yourself are too far out of reach. Yet, if you're not honest, how can you expect to grow? How can you expect to become the person you were meant to be? The fear of being honest is natural, but the rewards are extraordinary. When you take that first risk of honesty, everything else begins to fall into place. You stop hiding from yourself and the world, and in doing so, you unlock the courage to take bigger chances, whether in relationships, careers, or simply in the way you live day to day. We encourage you to take that first step today. Be honest with your, be honest with yourself about where you are and where you want to go. Embrace the discomfort that comes with truth, for it's only temporary. The growth that follows, however, will be life-changing. Remember, it's only when you take chances that your lives improve, and the most powerful chance you can take is to be authentically, beautifully, and unapologetically honest. Dear angels, today I promise to deal with myself honestly. And that can be a hard task, can it? Because so many times we lie to ourselves. We say, oh, I'm okay. Anybody here ever answered, how are you, with just the word fine? Anybody do that? I I don't allow that anymore. When I ask somebody how they are and they say, I'm fine, I'm like, okay, let's get that out of the way. And now, how are you really? So we do that. We just cover up how we are. You do that, Brandy? Yeah, I do it. My family Hey, Jasper, stop this morning. Settle down, baby. Um, yeah, when I talk to family and I don't talk to them every day, but when I check in and I hear, I'm fine, I'm like, no, now tell me how you really are, because I wouldn't ask if I didn't want to know. And I heard somebody say that one time. You get up here, babe. Come on, you can get up here. Come on. Okay. The little doggies are being weird today. You can get up here. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. You want some help? You want help? Come on, Maya. Come on. The people want to see you. She's this. She reminds me of a teeny tiny deer. She's so timid. Come here. Come here. I'll help you. Maya, come on. I'll help. Come on. Okay, up we go. This is Maya. I don't think you all have met her yet. There you go. She's the sweetest of all three of them. Okay, go over there and settle. And Jasper, for some reason, has decided to be a little pisser this morning. Hey, you leave her alone. I put her up here. You leave her alone. Leave her alone. All right. Jeez Louise. Hopefully they're going to let me have a morning show. I'm ready to put them out in the rain. So, Deirdre, you do it all the time. Sally, you do it all the time. It's just a habit, isn't it? We get into that habit of saying, oh, I'm fine, without really discussing how we are and what's going on in our world. And that's why every morning when I come on here, I want you all to check in. Like, how are you? And I don't want to hear I'm fine. And hello, Charlie. Good morning to you. And Brookie says, beautiful, so perfect for what we've all been facing around here. So nice to experience the transformation in our sweet little family relationship. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Dylan is a little under the weather, so he's home with us today. Oh, hi, Dylan. We're going to send you some healing energy, see if we can get you feeling all better. And yes, that was sweet Maya. She's very quiet, very shy, very laid back, unlike the other two. You little twerp. You don't want to stop. Come here. Come sit by me. He is just full of himself this morning. This is Moose. You all have met Moose several times. Say hi. Say hi to the peoples. So he's my little challenge right now. He wants to be into everything. Hi, Hope. Thank you for being here. Isabel, so good to see you. And Isabel says, me too, because people ask, but most of them don't really want to hear you. So, do we have a choice? Absolutely. Absolutely, you have a choice. If somebody asks, how are you? And you think they're not being sincere, that, we've gotten a habit also of just saying that, right? We just say, how are you out of habit without really saying or asking the question. Some people do that to just say, do you really want to know? And that's not being smart ass. That's not being fresh. If somebody asks how you are, just say, do you really want to know? And I'll let you know what's going on in my world. Speak up for yourself. Use your voice. Oh, Julie, aren't they adorable? But this morning they're being a real handful because I'm paying attention to you all and not to them. Brandy says I do it. Maybe because until Cuppa and Enlightenment, I found most people don't want to really hear how you are. And sometimes I say, well, since you asked, I'm doing great. Or since you asked, yeah, I'm going through a little something right now, but it's not anything that I can't handle. And you just don't have to take the how are you as a hello, because it's not. It's very different than hello. And sometimes we say, hi, how are you? Without even thinking. Do you find that, you guys? It's a habit that we need to break, because if we're going to communicate honestly, then look at the words coming out of our mouths, right? And if you say, how are you, then expect an answer. That's what I say. If I'm asking somebody, how are you, I want to know how you are. Hope, where in the world am I? I'm in Central Florida, more toward the east part, near the ocean than I am the Gulf. and we have a system that's brewing in the Gulf out there. I'm not sure what's happening with it, but I'll check on that later today and see what's going on. Brookie says, Max is quite snotty and we all have a head thing, getting it out of the way before the retreat. Absolutely. Vitamin C and zinc and elderberry and oil of oregano. So that would be the combination that would knock that right out of your system. Okay. Brookie says, I've been a little too honest lately. Kind of surprises some folks. Well, you know what? It's either going to take your relationship to a different level because they'll realize that you're going to be honest with them. If they ask a question, you're going to answer it. Or some people might say, oh, I won't do that again, right? So be honest. That's the whole message from the angels last night. And it's not that easy to get into that habit because we do have the habit of just being superfluous and staying on the top of the thing instead of going down into the depth of it. So, hi, how are you? Let's change that around. And if you really want to know, then still say it. If you just want to say hello, then just say hello. You know, you don't have to add that in automatically, but it just sometimes happens that way, doesn't it? Even on the phone. If you notice that, if you call somebody up, hi, how are you? So pay attention to words. Words are important. Brookie says, oh, I got that one. Okay. Charlie's fine. All right, Charlie, how are you? And Deirdre says, they call me feisty for doing that. Whatever works, right? Whatever works to get that communication out there. Which brings me to a really good announcement. Next month in November, I will be teaching emotional empowerment again. I taught it at the first of the year. This time we're doing a little bit deeper dive down into using using the voice to speak our emotions and to really look at why do we say, hi, how are you? Right? Why do we even do that? So if anybody's interested in signing up, I do have a few signups for it, but I'd like to see the ones that took it before. I'd like to see you go a little bit deeper with it. So let me know if you are going to be with us in that class. Moose, I don't know what you're eating. You found something on the floor. Okay. I have to put tunnel vision on and just block them out right now. And Hope, you're right. It rolls right off your tongue when you say it, doesn't it? And Kathy Hand says yes, and you don't have to tell them the whole story. No, just say, you know what? Today I'm doing the best I can. Or today I feel on top of the world. And you know, when I have said that to people, it kind of throws them. They don't quite know how to respond. And some people even ask, well, why is that? Why are you on top of the world? What are you doing that maybe I can tap into and be on top of the world also? I love when that happens. And yes, Brandy, it is an online class and it begins the first Saturday in November. So I'd love to see more people signed up for that. Kathy says, Deirdre is our hippie chick. Absolutely, she is, and she is feisty. All right, so Kuan Yin, her message is the quickening. The fast track with the Divine Mother moves us rapidly through life's challenges. The road can get a bit bumpy when traveling at her accelerated pace, nor will you often feel that you are in control of the navigation. This is part of the experience when you are to be moved rapidly with divine help. But to just hold on to her, best to just hold on to her and to go where you need to be. The quickening. I love that card. And it reminds us that we don't have to stay stuck. That's why I love that card so much. We don't have to be stuck in a habit. We don't have to just use those habitual words of hi, how are you, without going deeper with each other. And we can learn how to do that. It's not easy, but it is doable if you want to do it. If you want to stay in the hi, how are you, and I'm fine stage, we all have choices and we can do that. And there's no judgment. There is only love here. And Kathy says, if I ever said I'm on top of the world, people would think I am being sarcastic. Well, let's flip that script, right? We can all flip our scripts at any moment. Lisa Nichols is one of my mentors that I really love her teachings. And she says, you don't have to go back and change everything in your past. You don't have to erase anything that's happened. You can start this very moment writing your story the way you want it to be. Jasper, settle down, please. You can start now to write your story the way you want to tell it. And like anything else, if you get into that habit of being honest, and if you're feeling good, then yay, I'm on top of the world. Yes, today's a great day to have a great day. Moose, what am I going to do with you? Settle down, baby. You're wet. You've been outside in the rain. Moose is taking over the morning show. He's 9 months old, and he is all puppy. I mean, seriously, get out of stuff. No. He's like a 2-year-old. He has to explore everything and see if it's something he wants to put in his mouth. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for the teaching this morning and story time, because these guys had other plans for the morning show. They wanted to just be happy, happy, joy, joy, and to just bounce around. And they're bringing that kind of energy to this Monday. And that's great. Isn't that great? Sometimes when we have a plan and we have expectations and we think that we're going to do something a certain way, life throws us a curveball, and all of a sudden there's a different script, like the doggies playing with noisy balls. Jasper, these two fight over toys. They have Jas, come here. They have a box full of toys, and they fight over one toy. Like, there's a whole box full of toys. And isn't that like us in life? We can have a box full of toys, a box full of things that we do and that we use. And all of a sudden, somebody wants one of our toys, and we're like, no, that's my toy. So we go back to that childhood, mine, mine, mine. And that's exactly what I'm observing with these guys. Mine, mine, mine. You can't have what's mine, instead of sharing. So yeah, it's a real interesting phenomenon that happens when you put animals together and just watch what they do and how they interact. Do I know what time the emotional empowerment class will be? Brookie, it's on the website. I'll have to go look. I've had so many things going these couple of months that it's hard to keep up with times of everything. But it's on angelspeakers.com. I'll put that up here for you all to see the link. There we go. And if you were in the first group that met earlier in the year, the first part of the year, there's a special sign up for you. And so that's why I say, let me know, and I can get that sign up to you. For the general public that hasn't experienced this type of teaching, there's a different sign up, and that is on the website. Okay, so where are we? Oh, the dogs are kind of like Max this morning. Boy, I tell you, Brookie, at least you just got one of Max, right? I have, well, two of these guys are pretty hyper. Jasper, which we call Jazzy Jazz, and Little Moosey, and they're just at it constantly. And then there's sweet Maya, who has decided to curl up and go to sleep up here beside of me. You can see her precious little energy. She does remind me of a little baby deer. She's so sweet and quiet. Good morning, Marianne. Thank you for being in here. Okay, so we've just got a few more minutes before we go into prayer. But back to that emotional empowerment group, we talk about how do we even bring those emotions out from us? Because sometimes we hide from them, right? We're not honest with ourselves. We're not honest that maybe I'm dealing with a little bit of grief or depression or disappointment. And instead of saying, yeah, right now I'm feeling kind of sad, we tell ourselves, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. And we don't want to open up maybe that can and see what's inside of it. So in that group, I guide you gently how to do that. And this 4 weeks that we'll be together in November, it's going to be a deeper dive, and you're going to find yourself more in the hot seat. If any of you watch the teachings of Abraham through Esther Hicks, there was always a hot seat that somebody sat in to ask a question. And then we explored, because we can all learn from one person sharing. Good morning, Prachetta, and hello to Prachir. And happy birthday, Annika. Yes, we said happy birthday to her yesterday early. So today is her actual birthday. Oh, okay, Brookie. Thank you. I'll check into that and see what we had decided. Hey, Jess, that is enough out of you this morning. I'm fine. One of those days. If it wasn't raining, I'd just put him outside, but it is pouring down rain out. Hi. Hi, Moose. Do you have something to say? You have something to say? Yeah, you're torturing your brother. Stop it. Stop it. You need to behave. So he'll behave. If you settle, he'll settle. Yes, right here beside of me. And Prachetta says, special gratitude prayers for my dearest, beautiful fairy Teri Ma'am. Special prayers for my dearest princess celebrating her birthday today. Yes, Princess Annika, happy birthday to you. And I hope it's an amazingly beautiful day. Okay, is there a reason that you have to be on camera? Yeah, there is. He has to be seen. But as long as he's up here, they're not fighting, so I don't mind. All right, Sally is giving us our daily prayer for the lost, the lonely, the ones who feel forgotten, unloved, unseen, the homeless, for those living in fear of another, and for those who are suffering through painful experiences. Absolutely, Sally. We lift you up every day, darling, and want the best for you. And Deirdre, thank you for giving us our daily prayer. Jazz, come here. They have one toy in particular that they fight over, and Moose happens to have it. So Deirdre gives us prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for families dealing with addictions. Thank you so much, Deirdre, for that daily prayer. And Prachetta is so happy to be with Goofy. He's looking at me with so much awe, wondering if I am real or in a dream. He's probably hearing these guys. They decided to use their outside voice on the inside today. So they're fighting over toys. Jess, he gave you the toy, so take it. Will you come sit by me? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Let's talk to the people. Can we talk to the people? Moose has something to say. Are you offering a prayer, Moosey? Are you offering a prayer to people? No, he wants to be a mean dog today and take toys away from his brother. All right. Well, if you have prayer requests for anything going on with you, please type them in. And yes, I really want to know how you are. I'm not just asking. We do have a storm brewing, so I'm asking if we can just put our energies together and see that storm just diminishing and going out into the water and not causing any damage. They're saying that it may take a southerly turn. If it does, then we won't get so much of it. And that's my intention. I'm going to hold that intention. It's supposed to, I believe, come in on Wednesday in 2 more days. So please hold that intention with me that it's just going to go out there and just play in the water. Oh, Prachetta, I'm so sorry. I know when these guys start being vocal, the other doggies around that are on the other side of the speaker are confused because they can hear them but not see them. Goofy sniffing your phone and barking. Marietta, Mr. Wiggles is sleeping in my arms. Such loving energy. So many blessings. You're a blessing, Marietta. Thank you for being here with us today. And Marietta, I think of you as that storm is making its way toward landfall and praying for your safety down in the Keys. And I know the Keys were battered by the last one that came through. So just intending for this to be a no thing and for it to fizzle out. This is what we did with Francine, and we're going to do that here as well. Fizzle out. He's enjoying and he's happy. Oh, I'm so glad, Prachetta. All right, so I do have a couple of prayer requests myself. I have a friend, Don, who joins us occasionally, Don Baker. He's up in Canada. His sister had a heart attack and passed yesterday. So please keep my friend Don in your prayers. And he also has some important things coming up this month. He lost his son just before I met him. So maybe a little over a year ago. And it was a drunk driver that killed his son. And so they're having the trial the end of this month. So please, he's got a lot going on emotionally. If we can lift him up, I would really appreciate that. And Prachetta, prayers for the entire USA. So much going on with storms and with politics and all that's happening in our world. And yes, we will just hold for the energy to calm down and for things to reach a state where people aren't being so divided. We have a real polarity happening right now, and I'd love to see that come together and stop being such a divide. Okay, any others? Well, I know we have our Sally with some physical issues with your back and your strength. We have Deirdre, and Deirdre, I don't know when you're going to the doctor next, but we've been with you this whole journey, and we're holding you up for perfect health. We have our Brookie going through some stuff physically, and let's see that foot totally healed by the time we gather together in Pennsylvania. We have Blue going through some stuff, and little Gizmo with his back legs and seeing those getting stronger and stronger. And Charlie, prayers for my friend Lorraine back in the hospital, and she may have a procedure today. So we'll pray for that, Charlie. And I also want to lift up a prayer for all who are coming to our gathering in Pennsylvania. Starting October the 18th, we'll be gathering together and just praying that you start now to go into your heart to prepare for that journey that we're going to go on for the weekend, that we're going to all be honest and open up and share with each other and do the deeper dive. Okay, let's go into our heart. Sally, you have osteoarthritis in your left hip. Okay, so let's go into our heart and breathe. Any of those labels that you've assigned to yourself, that you're owning, just breathe love into it. It doesn't have to be your answer to how you are. Your answer can be, I'm healed. I have miracles happening. I feel better and better every day. I am healthy. Let's flip that script to tell a different story, to tell a story of strength, a story of wellness, a story of thriving instead of surviving. Let's all breathe that in right now. If there's any place inside of you where you're holding on to an old story or maybe even a new story, where there's something that's not the way you want it to be, let's write the story exactly how you want it to be. What would that look like? What would it feel like if you got up in the morning and there wasn't a focus on what was going wrong, but flipping it to what's going right? What if you opened your eyes in the morning and you looked up above you and you actually saw the words, it's a great day to have a great day. Today, I am enough. In this now moment, I am worthy. In this now moment, I am more than fine. I am happy. I am joyous. I am beautiful. I am wonderfully and perfectly created. What would that feel like? Just take a moment, go into your heart. What would it feel like right now, this moment, if you told yourself, I am enough? What if you told yourself, I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am a spark of the divine. What if you use your authentic voice, standing in your divine authenticity, that you were created through love? That's what was placed inside of all of us when we came into this world. We were created through love. And we were created to be the very best we can be while we're walking on this earth plane. Do your what if in a very positive way. Wouldn't it be great if today I could walk around with no problems, no pain, no twinges, no paying attention to anything other than love and the strength that comes through love? Wouldn't it be great if I had all the abundance that my heart desires? Wouldn't it be great if I could see the energy calm down in our world and people getting along, people asking, how are you, and really caring about the answer? Wouldn't it be great? It can be. That's the world we can have. That's the script that we can write, starting this very moment, leaving what was in the past Don't worry about the future because we don't even know if it's going to be there. But focus on the now. What is happening in this now? Bring your attention there. And it's kind of difficult, isn't it? I feel that resistance. I feel the words not even want to come up out of my throat. I am worthy. Say it. Say it with authority. I am worthy. Say it louder for those in the back who didn't hear it. I am worthy. I am wonderfully made, and I choose to stand in that divine authenticity and speak my divine authority over my body, over my mind, over my emotions. I am worthy. I am worthy. Bring your energy to a calm, peaceful state. Feel the love. Feel that desire to be all you can be. And then let's hold all these prayer requests, holding them in that sea of calm and lifting them up together to our Creator, asking that each one be seen and heard. And when the Creator says, "How are you?" be honest. Share what is going on so that you can be seen. Your emotions can be seen. Your pain can be seen so it can be taken away. Don't hide behind the "I'm fine," but be truthful. As we lift up our world, especially our United States, it's not fine, but it will be. We bond together to create that intention of peace in our world, peace in our lives, peace in our homes, and peace in our hearts. We wrap our arms around Mama Gaia. Mama Gaia is not happy. There's so much turmoil going on right now. Let's just send some love down into our Earth planet. Send some love to that divine energy of Mother Earth. And then let's send love to each other, loving on each other. The words that we speak are not just words. They are not just words, people. When we say thank you, I love you, and we say it every day here, it's words that carry a deep meaning. It's words that say, I really want to know how you are because I care. I'm grateful for you, and I love you. That's what those words say. It's not just a line that we repeat together at the end of the show. It's us, the spiritual family, showing our love to each other. So I'm going to play Leo's song, and as you type in those words, look at them. Look at the words that you're giving to each of us, that you're giving out to the world. What do those words mean to you? What's the meaning behind thank you, I love you? Because they're very special words. So feel the specialness. And then when other people are saying it, take those words into your heart and really feel the energy behind them. Come on, Leo. There we go. Morning, Leo. Oh, sweet Hope, I see your message. We're praying for you. Hope, we're praying for Erica's dog. And Leo's aunt going through breast cancer. And yes, thank you, Marietta, for your encouragement. We're all radiating within divine light and love here and now as we rise up, up, up up to that higher plane. Yes, Sally, I am worthy. I am worthy. I'm free of all pain. I am healed. Absolutely. Claim it. Own it. Thank you, Charlie. And look at those words. Feel the energy of the words. Thank you. I love you. Randy, I am worthy of relearning to walk. Absolutely. Feel the energy of that. Feel the strength of that. Sally and Tony, we love you so much. Yes, let's call in the miracles today. Deirdre, I love you. Thank you for being a part of our family. Such a beautiful addition to our family. 97, praying for you and little Grayson to thrive. Pat Moss, sending love to you over there in the UK, as well as our Hope Wellington Marshall, praying for healing and for you to receive the love. Andrea Gregg, a little smiley girl, I love you so much. Leo, thank you, I love you. Oh, Brandy, we love you. We're so glad that you found us and that you're a part of us every morning. Ricky, Brooke, and Dylan, and sweet baby Max, sending healing energy your way, getting you all ready for this beautiful time together that we're going to have in just a couple of weeks. Coming up really fast, isn't it? And now that the show's almost over, you notice the doggies have settled down. I don't want to say that too loud or they'll remember that they're supposed to misbehave. All right, who's going to help Leo at the end of the song? Thank you, Andrea and Charlie and our Deirdre with our namaste, y'all. I love you so much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Pay attention. Pay attention to the words you're speaking and how you're talking about yourself. Don't be just fine. Be absolutely amazing, unapologetically amazing, happy, joyous. And by doing so, you're going to lift the vibration of others up to that higher plane. I'll see you all back here tomorrow morning for Morning Cuppa.